Now, this conjunction of an immense military establishment and a large arms industry is new in the American experience. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizenry can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together.
Reducing the military means rethinking the purpose of the military. It should be focused on defending the United States. And a lot of what the military does today is defending other countries that should defend themselves. But that kind of strategic shift takes time. So we've identified a number of specific cuts that we could make to military spending right now, immediately, without a strategic shift. A country doesn't need that many nuclear warheads to have a credible deterrent. We could cut the number of warheads in our arsenal right now by 2/3 and also eliminate the bomber portion of the nuclear triad, still have submarines and ICBMs, and have a very credible deterrent. These cuts add up to $66 billion in the Department of Defense and an additional $21 billion in the Department of Energy. The littoral combat ship is now 3 times its original price, and other vessels could perform the same mission at far less cost. The V-22 is wildly expensive and has a spotty safety record.
But ever since its initial test flights, like this one in 1991, the Osprey has been in trouble.
Other proven technologies could deliver the same mission capabilities as the V-22, but be far less expensive. The Expeditionary Fighting Vehicle serves an outdated mission. Our Marines haven't assaulted a hostile shore in 60 years. And we hope they wouldn't have to do so again. In the unlikely event that they did, they could do so with other vehicles at far less risk and at far less cost. Canceling just these 3 programs would save $40 billion. When we grow our military, we grow the bureaucracy to support it back home. The Pentagon's bureaucracy has grown dramatically over the last 10, 15 years. We can make substantial cuts in the Pentagon's civilian workforce without undermining our security at all. A hiring freeze could cut the Pentagon civilian workforce by about 1/3 and save over $100 billion. Pentagon estimates that 40% of its budget is overhead. Rent, depreciation of equipment, IT, network infrastructure. We support Secretary Gates' plan to reduce the inefficiencies, for example by closing a combatant command. We differ in that Secretary Gates would use the $100 billion in savings and put it back into the Pentagon. We'd return it to the taxpayers. Intelligence spending has doubled in real terms since 1998. The growth is clearly excessive, and the result has been organizational confusion and mountains of reports written by contractors that nobody reads. Cutting just 15% of the intelligence budget would save about $120 billion. Our military has one overriding objective: safety and security of the United States and its citizens. That mission's become distorted over the years. The cuts we're talking about here, about $441 billion, are really just a start. If we were to refocus our mission and refocus the purpose of our military, we could achieve even greater reductions.